Hey guys, happy to be here with you today. We've been talking about the Governor's Public Health Commission or the public health overhaul for probably over a year and a half at this point. We know that it has passed through the legislature and is rolled out. It is out to your counties right now. And so the reason that I'm doing this update is because we need your action now. I'm going to be sending a text out here in a little bit, but I wanted to give a little bit of explanation, and I honestly don't have the time to write this all out. I've heard from several different counties and one county council that they've gone ahead and had to have this on their calendar, and some of them have taken a vote on it. So I wanted to communicate with as many of you as possible. You may be thinking, Ashley, if some counties have already voted on it, then we're done, right? It's over. No, that's not the case. I still need you guys to take action because we need to be pushing for transparency. They can opt out at any time. That's in the bill. And just because they create a bank account doesn't mean that they're required to take this funding. So we need to take action right now. The county councils, or in some cases the city councils, will be voting on this before July 1st, most likely. So that's a very short time frame. It's today's what, the 7th or 8th? And July is just a couple of short weeks away. So they're going to be having these meetings. They're going to be talking about this. And I've spent the whole morning working on this. I've spent insane amounts of hours. You all have been calling and put so much effort into this. And so this would kind of be like quitting in the last inning, right? So we can't do that. We need to keep pushing forward. And I've said from the beginning that this is going to be a long fight. We will be fighting this for decades. And if we don't take a stand right now and we don't keep pushing back, it's going to continue to get worse at an accelerated level. A lot of people have a hard time understanding why I think that we've had success over this bill, because it didn't change anything. They still passed it, right? That's not true. We walked them back on several issues. And even though that this has gone out to the counties, we still have a chance to make significant impact. So I'm asking you guys, I've worked very hard. This morning I should have been spending time on my own personal business. You know, legislative season is over and I sacrificed so much to make this easy for you guys. So I need you guys all to step up. So go to h4ml.org/blog. I'm going to put a link on that main page that everybody's been going to, so you'll be able to find it in multiple different places. But there is a document you can download. It's 5 pages and it sounds like a lot. The first 3 pages are explanations so you can have the details if you want them. If you don't need the details, skip to pages 4 and 5. Pages 4 and 5 have written acknowledgments or letters that you need to send to your county council, county commissioners, state reps, state senators. What this is going to do is going to tell them that we still don't like this. We don't care that you passed it through. We don't like this. We don't want to see Medicaid for all. We need to be sure that our public health money is going to public health in the way of prevention, not long-term health management or chronic disease management, okay? And so these 2 letters address fiscal responsibility and transparency. And transparency in the fact that we need to know what our elected officials are agreeing to before they agree to it. I think that's a simple and basic right. So download the form, pages 4 and 5. And again, you don't need to read through pages 1 through 3 if you already feel comfortable with it. It's kind of a review of what we've been talking about. But that'll also give you the information to help provide feedback if they have questions. And then once you have done this, I'd encourage you to take these letters and go use them as public comment. Use them as speaking points. And when you talk to your county councilmen, your county commissioners, your state reps and state senators, we need that information back, okay? For Hoosiers for Medical Liberty to continue to provide good quality information, we need that feedback. We need to know what the counties are saying so that way we can help develop that next portion and kind of continue to work as this evolves, because it's not going anywhere. This is not just one battle. This is going to be a long string of different battles. And I think right now what they're going to say is, we just need to set up the bank account so that way we can accept the funding. So that way, if the health department accepts additional funding, we have it there and ready. And we would like to stop that, because if you equate this to buying a house, you don't go and get pre-approval for a loan mortgage if you don't intend to buy a house. Well, this is the same thing. If they're not intending to take this additional funding, they're not going to set up the account for it, right? So don't let them confuse you on that. Even if they do pass this part, we need to keep telling them, these are our concerns and these are our expectations. That's all outlined in that download. So go do that today. We have about 3 weeks until July, okay? Even if you're watching this after July, go do it anyways. Hold them accountable. Let them know. Make these conversations happen. This is how we have effective policy change. The other day I went and spoke at a Tea Party meeting, and they had great concerns about the fact that, well, if my county is going to get additional funding and it's going to allow them to hire more public health officers or public health employees, they're going to take it. So this is a waste of my time. No, it's not. This is about accountability. Accountability isn't just in one area. Just because you have something that passes doesn't mean that you can't continue to make it a better thing. We're not just going to give up. This is a long battle. Hang in there. So go to the blog, h4ml.org/blog. You'll be able to watch the Indianapolis City County Council talk about this. The Dr. Kane, their public health officer, she admits on there that the metrics for this are not set out. So our counties are agreeing to something that they don't even know what's in there. This is not okay. So go have these conversations, tell your neighbors, tell your friends. I'll be sharing more information on the blog. There will be a text that goes out, but you can kind of follow everything on the most up-to-date blog post, and I'll link that, like I said, back into the other page. You have the download, everything you need, all the tools and resources are right there. Contact first your county council and your county commissioners. That should be done today or tomorrow. I've spent 4 to 6 hours this morning working on this. I'm going to ask that you guys take 15 to 20 minutes to go print that out and have those conversations, make those emails, find your county council, county commissioners by Googling, and get that done today. If you can't get it done today, make sure you get it done tomorrow, but this needs to happen as soon as possible. So that's kind of our update. We're going to continue to get information back. I would really love it if you guys would send more information back. It's impossible for me to keep up with all these details. There's no way that I can stay up with all this. So I need people in each county to be sending information back, to be watching. If your county is refusing to do this flat out, I need to know. We need to use them as examples. That's how we got out of mask mandates, right? That's how we got out of the limit of 25 people gathering, because some brave counties stood up. So if you can get your county to reject this, and then you can send that information back to me and I can use that as an example and encourage people, we need to do that. We need to build those networks so that way we can see the success of other people. We've been having great successes. I've heard of recently 3 huge wins at the county level. Up in Fremont, they defeated an increase in a tax referendum for $26 million. And then down in, I want to say, the Muncie area, they defeated a tax increase. And up in Elkhart County, they defeated a school clinic ordinance. I'm not exactly clear on the details of that, but there have been a lot of successes, and we need to take this to heart. We need to keep working. I know that you would like to just go back to your normal life. I would really like to go back to my normal life. I hate doing all of this, but I know that if I don't do this, and I do make significant sacrifice pretty much, during the summer off legislative season, it's not every day that I'm making significant sacrifice, but I'm making sacrifice every day. Significant sacrifice of 4 to 6 hours this morning to put this information together for you guys. So please, let's get this done. It's going to be continued work, but you can do 15, 20 minutes and help push this back and keep this from taking over and going into Medicaid for all. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Text will be coming out with the information for those who don't see this. And so if you get, hit with that twice, I'm sorry. And thank you so much for doing this, because this is vitally important that we continue to push back on this. We cannot stop now. We've had far too much success to go home with our tail between our legs. We will not do that. Keep fighting.